Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the second episode of Kimetsu no Yaiba Mugen Ressha-hen, I think it's called. And yeah, after thinking about it, I have decided to just go ahead and watch this series. May or may not just watch a movie on my own time, probably is how I'll do it, but it just makes the most sense since I'm this late in the game anyway to just go ahead and watch what I assume is like going to be the definitive version of this arc, right? I have to imagine, right? Because I couldn't imagine it being worse, but stranger things have happened. Anyway, the first episode, basically we met our bento people and our flame Hashira, the cool flaming haired superhero that he is. Saved them, slashed the slasher, and now we are ready to ride our Mugen train and see what comes of that. And, get a new villain, presumably, right? So, yeah, let's jump on in and see how that goes. 3, 2, 1, play. We're on a train. And yeah, we didn't get those guys much last episode, so it's nice to see more of them in this episode. And for two of them, it's probably their first flame train ride. Flame ride. Mugen. It does not want us to forget that it's the Mugen train. Did any of you at any point forget that it's called the Mugen train? Well, yes, that's why he's a flame Hashira. Yep, we know who that is. They don't, but we know right away who that is. He makes quite the... He's very conspicuous is what I was trying to say. But is it who am I? Seems so. Could have shared a little bit of it with... Oh my god, we're getting an opening. I think this is an opening. Okay, let's go. Oh, I already love it. That alone is wallpaper worthy. My buddy Tanjiro hanging out on the train. Man, this is so good already. So many graves. Man, I'm getting chills. Just all these visuals. Akeboshi's name of the song. Oh, is that supposed to be younger Rengoku and the father, or no? That wouldn't make sense. I guess Rengoku has a brother then. Even a Nezuko kick. Oh god, what are those tentacles? What the heck happened to the train? Oh god, that looked grotesque. Man just punched his sword. Also, it was a really quick shot of all the Hashira, wasn't it? All those flames. How does everything look so good? I mean, because you're votable. I know it's a stupid question, but deep sleep. So is that referred to this the passengers are gonna fall asleep while the main characters fight, maybe? I can't believe he doesn't get tired of that. I mean, I don't get tired of listening to it, so fair enough. Do you not see the hair? You can be both. Funnily enough, his hair is not that different than Tai's name. Zenitsu. Yeah, I think we got it. I bet they need a whole new bag just for him. Is there a ghost? I'm sure Tanjiro left quite the impression on you. It's not cool when I do it. I'm not as ripped as him, for one thing. She's in the box, you know. Hope you don't mind her staying in for now. No, we already got through all that. Please, no more bullying, Nezuko. I can't take more of that. I'm still triggered whenever I rewatch that scene. Don't break anything. We're gonna have to pay for it if you do. Zenitsu knows what's up. Okay, he's all caught up. And they're gonna get on the train like in the opening. About the whole flame thing, fire breathing, whatever it was called. Because I think that was brought up and then they transitioned to talking about Rengoku from that. I kind of remember that. Yeah, and the Kagura dance, that's the other thing they were talking about. I just remember there being a conversation talking about the difference between a fire breathing or a flame breathing or something like that. Do you got anything for us? I mean, I expected that, honestly. You know, Kami Kagura. He is definitely a unique individual. Tsuguko? Is that what that said? The word doesn't sound familiar. Here we go. Flame breathing. Okay. Kanji always looks so cool. Okay, gotcha. So like the 5 main ones. Some of those were a bit of a, you know. Black, yeah. Are you jealous? I mean, I know it wasn't treated as a very positive thing when he first got it. Well, that just leads to more choice potential. I feel better already. I would say the sky, but there's a roof up there. He is extremely strange, but I like him. Because you had the scene at the end of last episode where all the... God damn it. All the hot shit were talking about him, and no one really had a bad thing to say about him for the most part. Please don't. Can we lock these windows? That is definitely true. Seriously, pull any Inosuke. Or he hits a tree or something. Well, it wouldn't have much of a movie if they didn't. Or a show. I remember back when Zenitsu used to annoy me. It seems like such a long time ago now. I have missed you, Zenitsu. But you're not getting off. That's the thing about you, no matter how much you whine and cry, you're still here. You still do your best. That was weirdly said. Tokyo Mugen. You'll be okay as I need to. I got mine too. I mean, the guy's obviously immediately suspicious, but could be a red herring. Yeah, that's unsettling. Did we get a bit of a shift? Did a demon appear? Man, you need to get some sleep. Please don't overlook the fact that I brought a deadly weapon on board. I know it seems suspicious, but it's for a good purpose, I assure you. So where is the demon? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Thing has two faces. And a lot of horns. Those poor random passengers. I have to assume so. But we have a flame out today. I mean, hopefully he's got this. Hopefully it doesn't destroy the train in the process. Wow, that was a scream. Man, I could watch his fire all day. Well, what even was an animation there? Like... yeah, he's destroying the train. Somewhat. Things just blew up. Man, I would love to be able to do that. Please do that again. In slow motion this time. Good work, Zenitsu. I don't know what we would have done there without you. Yeah, I'm sure they'll all have a chance to shine over the course of this arc. Even though, obviously, the literal Hashira being around kind of overshadows them, you know? Like, it's... because he's there, it really does change kind of the dynamic here. Because, like, if he can't handle something, then Tanjiro wouldn't be able to. So, makes me wonder in what way Tanjiro and them will be able to contribute. Although maybe the Deep Sea prefers to putting Rengoku asleep and then they have to pick up where he left off. That would make sense. Yeah, don't let... I know how... Yeah, just... I'm way ahead of you on that, knowing that thing looks creepy. I have trouble getting that sentence out. Okay, now we get to have their turn. Well, he gets his turn at least. Take a seat. That poor man. He did not sign up for any of this. The thing is so creepy, though. The long limbs really just disturb me. This is a cool setting for a fight, too, because it's like really only one way to go and not wide at all. So... well, I think I did a job, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe. Okay. Well, that's 2 down. How many are we gonna have to deal with? I think Tanjiro was impressed. And that's imagination sequence. Because this is a little bit weird. This is... something's gonna happen. Was that all a dream? Are they just like all sleeping? Okay. Well, I guess it was just an example of him being cool in his dreams, which are we all? I mean, if all the main characters are literally sleeping, I'm not sure what we do from a storytelling perspective. So it was bad news. So just literally all of that was a dream. Like, he has a kanji for dream written on multiple fingers. Why? Also, why is Cousin It here? Or, no, that was, I don't remember the name of the hand. That voice is just so unsettling. Right, they're definitely gonna wake up so soon, somehow. Otherwise, again, we wouldn't have a show. But I'm pretty sure at least a couple of those people were like very noticeable at the end of episode 1. Like, you could tell they were gonna be relevant somehow. And I guess we're seeing that now. Yeah, so now it makes me think of episode 1 of, Kimetsu no Yaiba proper. Or season 1, I don't know how to refer to it. Because this isn't really called season 2, but... Wonder if we'll see Nezuko. I have to assume he will in his dream. I mean, probably the father and Conquer the Dance and all that. I don't see anything. Yeah, we have a few more minutes left in the episode. Well, that's someone's foot. Uh, siblings. Dead siblings. I'm gonna drop the sword. well, I think he's glad to see you guys. Oni-chan, you weren't gone that long. So we're gonna see everyone else's dreams now too? Because we saw Rengoku's first, right? Okay, here's the main demon. So I guess he just like detaches his hand. Because I don't think we saw him do that before. But yeah, that's all you gotta do. You say that, but you may get disproven. At least wipe his face a little bit, you know. It's the least you guys could do. Oni-chan suddenly tackled us. Yeah, maybe you should take a nap. Well, in reality, you should wake up. Ironic. But yeah, I mean, it's such a happy situation here, but we know it's all a lie, and just kind of reminds us of what he lost. So it's just sad. Somebody push him off the train. Steven's seen too many action movies. I really am curious what will be the catalyst to wake them up, and who wakes up first. I assume Tanjiro will wake up first. Actually, Nezuko, is Nezuko asleep too? Because... Okay, never mind. More important, the ED. Oh, those train tracks. I love the song. We got some slow motion there at least. And cheating yourself like that just looks so cool. Yeah, Rengoku definitely has a brother. How is that pronounced? Shirogane? I'm not sure. Yeah, Shirogane, she just said it. So that's probably how the song is pronounced. I'm considering the whole show, like, or the whole arc essentially takes place on a train. Yeah, they definitely probably put a lot of effort into making it look as good as they possibly could. And you're asleep too, technically. I don't know why you're awake in the preview. I feel like that's cheating. What is a Tsuguko? Okay, now he's dozing off. Okay, so like a hypothetical future? In that flaming Suzuku again? See, you wanna... Yeah, I don't think we saw Nezuko in that shot. Yeah, because there's just Inosuke laying down his back. Yeah, because what I was saying before the ED started playing was, because the guy said, like, the punch in the ticket, like, kind of implying that's what put them to sleep. That's how I took it. And Nezuko just, like, in a box, and she's, you know, a secret companion, so I assume she was just smuggled on board, has no ticket. So, like, is she still awake? I'm not quite sure how that works, because she's just in a box, right? I mean, she sleeps most of the time anyway, which is pretty funny to think about. So maybe she would be less susceptible to a sleep spell on that basis. I don't know how that works, but on top of just literally being a demon, so that could also have some effect. But anyway, also, I just noticed, yeah, this shot here, Nezuko is a bunny. It's like a bunny rabbit. Wow, that's something. Because I was just skimming through real quick, and I saw that, so that's interesting. Anyway, as far as the episode itself goes, it was definitely really good, and we got the opening and the ED this time. Both were great. If I had to pick one that was my favorite, it'd probably be the opening. Just straight up fire. Fitting, of course, for this arc. And as far as the actual plot, yeah, it's gotten rolling, because we got Rengoku on board. We saw the first episode. We saw how he did all that with the bentos, and we got here. And then he met up with Tanjiro. And Tanjiro asking the important questions because that's how this all kind of connects. Tanjiro was asking questions and he was kind of pointing towards the direction of Rengoku as being a potential source of answers. And, you know, there was this whole mission in the train and he came over here on that for that. And Rengoku, not a lot of help. Like, Rengoku's a cool guy and all that, but he couldn't really help much. Which I didn't think he would, honestly. And it just can't be given that easy to a shonen anime protagonist, sadly. And freaking Inosuke just... He can't settle down. Like, he didn't even know what this thing was, you know, just kicking it before he even got on the thing. And now that he's on, he's like, wow, window, I want to go out and want to race it. Like, he just causes so much trouble. I mean, when you bring a wild boar onto a train, I guess that's kind of what's to be expected. But, just freaking... I'm just thinking about Rengoku's dream sequence where they're all just like, you know, Aniki, I can't wait to be trained by you. You're the best. That whole thing was just hilarious. Because that's what made me finally realize this was probably a dream. Because the title of the episode was called The Deep Sleep, and this was starting to get kind of silly. I mean, most of it, like, it's feasible, you know. We've already established Rengoku is pretty powerful. He's the Hashira. So, taking down a couple demons, you know, no big deal. Doing it in a cool, epic way. He can do that. We saw episode 1. We know he can do that. So, that was believable. But once the three of them started to just, like, pop up and be like, Aniki, Sugoi, I love you. Please make me cool like you. You know, once it got to that point, I was starting to question whether or not this was real or not. And it wasn't, as it turns out. That was hilarious. I don't know if I actually laughed that much during the scene, but just thinking about it now, it was really funny. Anyway, it's one of those things that's just more funny in hindsight, I think. But it was great. I'm just glad we prevented Inosuke from going out that window. So, like, it wasn't all just a dream. It was up to the tickets, right? So, which makes sense. Like, obviously the stuff like asking Rengoku the question that had to have been real because that was what we were there for. But yeah, not too long after that, and when we had demons popping up and Rengoku being like, "Aha, I just barely sensed you." The flame is building up. I want to go back to that one shot. Like, I can't remember exactly where it was. I think it was right before the attack when he was doing his first form. Yeah, they're right here. Like, because we saw like little flames kind of start to appear, and it was almost like kind of like a row of torches like getting lit in sequential order. Like, that's kind of what it looked like on my first watching, and I'm trying to really slow it down now. And yeah, it looks like that's what it is. Like, because it starts like that and then kind of curves like the angle of it. Because it starts on diagonal and then it goes the horizontal, and then it just like zooms out really fast, like a crazy amount, and then it's like there's even the sound effect. I can't really do it, but phew, and then the flames all appeared. That all looked just amazing. I don't know what the best word for it is, but it all looks so great. And of course, followed up with the head slashing. Oh, it was all so good. It was too bad it was all a dream, but it was all so good. Because one thing I was thinking to myself, I know I commented on it briefly during the scene, but one thing I was thinking about is, like, there was two demons, right? Neither of them seemed particularly powerful, and there were two of them. They didn't really accomplish much before they died, and this is just kind of going on, right? Like, I was thinking to myself, okay, neither of these are the main demon. They're not very strong. How long does this go on for? Like, what's the plan here? I thought the plot was like one really powerful demon was the issue, right? So where do these random cannon fodder kind of demons, how do they play into this? Like, that's kind of what I was thinking about. Like, okay, there was two of them and they were both taken down easily. Is there going to be a third one? Is a third one going to get taken down easily as well? Like, I didn't quite get it. Like, narratively speaking, I wasn't quite sure how this connects to what I believe to be the plot of the movie. But yeah, it all made sense at the end though, because it was just like, for lack of a better term, like a power fantasy for Rengoku, right? He was accomplishing very easily, very swiftly what he came here to do, and he was getting the admiration from his kohai as a result of that, right? So, good stuff. It was so in line with what was actually happening that it was believable, so that's naturally the dream we got first. Whereas Tanjiro's, obviously we saw Tanjiro in the snow with his dead siblings and parents and all that alive and well. Obviously we would know it was a dream, right? So a good choice to have Rengoku's dream be the first one we see, naturally. But then we saw that freaking creepy hand, and I think I called it Cousin It in the reaction, because I was thinking of the Addams Family, because I knew there was a a hand in that, but I think Cousin Wade was the hairy one. I don't remember what the hand was called, and it kind of ruined the reference a bit because of it. Maybe it was called like Thing or something. I don't. It was a hand in a box. It's just, it made me think of that. It had Dream like on multiple fingers. I don't know why. I don't know what the significance of that is. But also there were these 4 kids who I guess are like essentially, yeah, just working for the demon. And they had the job of tying them up, right? I'm kind of watching that part again to make sure I didn't miss anything important. Because you mentioned the possibility to wake up to bloodthirsty demons, so that'll probably happen. Obviously not yet. We might wake up next episode. I mean, they'll probably do a thing where they wake up one at a time, right? So maybe Tanjiro and the gang will have to hold things off until Rengoku can wake up and finish them off. Kind of like with the spiders. I don't remember his name. The spider child with a fake family, right? How Tanjiro and gang were doing their best to hang on until the water Hashira, the Tomioka, and before he could show up and just like whoosh, take him out. Kind of like the Goku thing where the weaklings hold them off until the real hero arrives, that kind of thing. So they may do that with this. I don't think it'll be quite that simple, but that's kind of what I'm thinking as a possible way for Tanjiro to have a lot of spotlight, despite there being a much more powerful Hashira in the scene. So, and this discussion segment's gone on way too long. Sorry about that, but I just I guess I had a lot to say. Like the Tanjiro scene in the snow, right? Like I had a feeling this would be like we would see the family. Because this is obviously where he was born, the snowy mountain area. And if it's a dream, it's gotta, well, it doesn't have to be, but it's probably like a wish fulfillment kind of thing. Like, Rengoku kicking ass and taking names on the train, being all cool, getting that admiration. For Tanjiro, if he's gonna have like a dream, happy fantasy would be having his family back, because that was the horrible, tragic thing that happened to him that started the whole series. So if he was to have that kind of dream, that is what it would be. So, and that is what we saw. And also, Inosuke just sleeping on Zenitsu lap is a little bit amusing to me. But yeah, just the Tanjiro hanging out with his family, it's all so sad. And especially that one, like, POV shot of the mother from Tanjiro's perspective. You just up close and personal, you see that just loving mother, happy face. Like, I can almost feel myself kind of melting as she just gazes at me. So close. They definitely did a good job of the purpose, which was to put you in Tanjiro's shoes, make you feel that motherly affection and all that. And it worked. It definitely worked. I felt feels there, definitely. And we have not yet seen Zenitsu or Inosuke's dreams, so I kind of want to speculate on what those could be. Like with Inosuke, like, what do we know about him? I mean, he was abandoned by his mother because she was, I think, being attacked or something, and she abandoned Inosuke to have a chance to live some life. So maybe his dream could be a hypothetical, because the next episode was called something like, it should have been that way. I don't remember the exact thing, but like it's kind of like a hypothetical future kind of sounding title. So maybe in Inosuke's case, he could just, live a happy life with his mother where he doesn't have to live on the mountains and scavenge for food and stuff like that. Just live a happy life, right? It could be something like that. Or maybe he just gets to fight the train and win. Or maybe beat up all the Hashira in one big battle royale. Could be that too. Zenitsu, he marries Nezuko. I don't know. Like, I would imagine it would probably be something like that. He marries Nezuko. He's all courageous and can battle demons without flinching, batting an eye. Maybe he's hanging out with Grandpa. It could be something like that too. Like, Zenitsu would totally marry Nezuko if he had a dream where he could just do whatever. That would definitely happen. I'm just kind of laughing to myself, imagining like that scenario playing in my head. But yeah, freaking Zenitsu. Anyway, I do think that's all I got to say on the episode, right? Definitely, because this is where like the movie would really start, right? So it's we kind of had two beginnings sort of with this new arc, but yeah, if this was like the beginning of the movie, it would definitely be a good way to start, get it all started up, get the stakes established, and also get exciting potential to see what they all dream and stuff like that. But yeah, that's all. Sorry, that's all I really got to say on this. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, I do hope you click the like button, subscribe, support me on Patreon, watch more of my videos, you know, that sort of thing. And yeah, hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye bye. Oh yeah, I forgot the button doesn't work anymore. Okay, for real this time. Bye bye.